My child, stop for a moment. Do not scroll. Do not look away. I need you to hear me right now because this message is not late. It is not by accident. It is for this exact moment, and I need you to receive it. I am speaking to you because something just shifted, and I want you to understand what happened. You surprised me. Yes, you did. Finally, you did it. And before you doubt those words, before you try to minimize this moment, listen closely to my voice. I am not shocked because I did not know what you could do. I am not surprised because I ever doubted you. I am speaking like this because you finally stepped into what I have been waiting for you to believe. You moved when fear was still loud. You chose faith when your hands were shaking. You did what you kept postponing, and heaven took notice. This matters now, not tomorrow, not someday. Now, I know how easy it is for you to think this is just another video, just another message passing through your screen. But my child, this is confirmation. This is me stopping you mid-scroll to say, yes, that step you just took, I saw it. You have no idea how long I have been preparing you for this moment, and you have no idea what it just unlocked. Do not skip this, because if you do, you will miss the reassurance your heart has been asking me for in silence. I want you to stay with me here, let my words settle. Let them reach the places inside you that have been waiting. And if this message is already touching something deep inside you, I want you to respond right now. Like this video as an act of agreement between your heart and mine. Comment below what you are feeling, even if you do not have the perfect words for it. And share this with 3 people, because I promise you, you are not the only one standing at the edge of obedience right now. When you do that, you are not helping a channel. You are spreading confirmation to someone who needs it just as much as you did. My child, I saw the moment you decided to stop waiting for perfect conditions. I saw the breath you took before saying yes. I saw you act even though your mind was still full of questions. And that is why I am speaking with urgency now. Because hesitation has stolen enough time. And this season is about movement. You are not behind. But you must not pause here and talk yourself out of what you just did. Do you feel that mix of excitement and fear inside your chest? That is not confusion. That is awakening. Something in you finally aligned with what I have been whispering for so long. And I am calling your attention now, so doubt does not come in and rewrite this moment. Stay with me until the end of this message. Do not rush away. This is not hype. This is direction. And I have much more to speak over you today. You shocked me. Not because I expected little from you, but because you finally believed me enough to move. And this is only the beginning, my child. I need you to know something deeply and clearly. I saw everything. Not just the moment you finally moved, but all the moments before it, the ones no one else noticed, the ones you carried alone in the quiet. I saw the nights you stayed awake replaying the same thoughts, wondering why it felt so hard for you to do what seemed easy for others. I saw the days you smiled on the outside while feeling stuck and frustrated on the inside. You were never invisible to me. I saw your hesitation, and I did not judge you for it. I understood it. You were not weak. You were carrying more than you ever spoke about. You were trying to be strong while fighting fear, disappointment, and self-doubt all at the same time. I watched you wrestle with the question, what if I fail? And the even quieter fear underneath it. What if I try and nothing changes? My child, I heard every one of those thoughts. Even the ones you never said out loud. There were moments you almost gave up on yourself. Moments you thought, maybe this just is not for me. Maybe I waited too long. Maybe I missed my window. I saw you pull back when you wanted to step forward. I saw you delay because you were afraid of being disappointed again. And still, I stayed close. I did not rush you because I knew your heart was learning something important in the waiting. You were not ignoring me. You were growing. Even when it felt like nothing was happening, I was strengthening you quietly. I was teaching you endurance. I was teaching you discernment. I was shaping your heart so that when you finally moved, you would move with sincerity, not pressure. That is why I recognized this moment so clearly. This was not a random decision. This was the result of everything you have walked through. I know there were times you felt misunderstood, even by people close to you. You felt like no one truly knew how much effort it took just to keep going, just to choose hope one more time. but I knew. I knew how many times you chose to stay instead of quitting. I knew how many prayers you whispered that sounded more like sighs than words. And I listened to every single one of them. Do not think for a second that I missed your struggle. I was present in your confusion. I was present in your waiting. I was present in your frustration and your quiet, stubborn hope. When you felt stuck, I was still working. When you felt forgotten, I was still guiding. And when you finally took that step, it was not out of nowhere. It was the moment your heart and my voice finally met in agreement. I am acknowledging you now because you need to feel seen. You need to know that your effort mattered, your patience mattered, and your obedience, even when it was delayed, even when it was imperfect. It mattered. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. I am with you, my child. I always have been. And now that you have moved, I want you to know this clearly. I recognize you. I recognize your heart. And I am still right here walking with you into what comes next. Before we go further, I want to pause here and ask you something. Has there been a moment in your life when you felt truly seen by me, even in the middle of your struggle? Write it in the comments, even just a few words, because your testimony is not just for you. It is the very thing that will remind someone else that they are not alone. My child, now listen carefully, because I am about to reveal something you need to understand if you are going to keep moving forward without fear pulling you back. What you just did was not about bravery. It was not about talent or strength, or finally having everything figured out. It was about alignment. The moment you acted, even while still feeling uncertain, your heart came into agreement with my voice. That is what changed everything. For a long time, you believed you had to feel ready before you moved. You told yourself that peace had to come first. Confidence had to come first. Clarity had to come first. But that was never my order. I do not wait for feelings to lead. I respond to faith. And faith does not mean the absence of fear. Faith means choosing me, even when fear is still speaking. There is a difference between feeling ready and being aligned. Feeling ready is an emotion. It comes and goes. It depends on circumstances, on how your week went, on what people said to you, on whether the conditions looked right. But alignment is a decision of the heart. It is the moment you stop consulting your fear and start consulting me. It is the moment your will bends toward mine, not because everything is perfect, but because you trust that I am. Many people spend years waiting to feel ready, and in that waiting they miss the very thing I had prepared for them. You broke that pattern. You chose movement over comfort. You chose faith over control. And I need you to let go of the idea that obedience must be perfect to be powerful. You thought hesitation disqualified you. You thought doubt slowed me down. But my child, I have always worked through imperfect people who were simply willing. What mattered was not how clean the step looked. What mattered is that you finally took it. That is why heaven responded when you moved. Not because you impressed me, but because you trusted me enough to act without guarantees. I was never withholding anything from you. I was waiting for alignment, not punishing you, not testing you to see how long you would last, not making you prove yourself. I was simply waiting for your decision to match what I had already placed inside you. When that alignment happened, things began to shift. Doors you could not open with effort will now open with grace. Not because you earned them, but because you agreed with me. This does not mean everything will suddenly become easy, but it does mean you are no longer stuck. You are no longer circling the same lesson. You have crossed a line internally, and internal shifts always come before external change. I also want to correct a lie you have believed for too long. You thought I was disappointed in how long it took you. I was not. I was patient. Growth takes time, and maturity cannot be rushed. What matters is not when you moved compared to others. What matters is that you finally moved with sincerity. I value your heart more than your speed. Hold on to this truth, my child. You did not move alone. You moved with me. And when alignment happens, momentum follows. This is why this moment is different. This is why it will not be wasted. My child, now that you have stepped forward, I need to speak to you with love and clarity. This is not the time to look back. This is not the moment to second guess what you already surrendered to me. The step you took was real, and it mattered. But what happens next depends on what you choose to listen to now. I want to gently warn you about something that almost always comes after obedience. The old voices will try to return. The same thoughts that once kept you stuck will whisper again. They will tell you that you moved too fast, that you misunderstood me, that you should wait just a little longer. These thoughts will sound reasonable. They will even sound wise, but they are not from me. They are attempts to pull you back into a familiar place where fear felt safe. Do not confuse caution with faith. Faith moves forward with me, even when the path is not fully visible. Caution, when it is rooted in fear, freezes you in place. I am not asking you to rush, but I am asking you not to retreat. There is a difference, and it matters. Retreat will cost you peace. It will reopen doubts I already helped you overcome. I also need you to be careful about something else. Do not seek validation from people who cannot see what I showed you. Not everyone will understand why you moved when you did. Some will question your timing. Some will project their own fear onto your decision. Love them. But do not let their uncertainty rewrite your obedience. I spoke to you, not to them. And another correction I want to give you now. Do not measure the success of your obedience by immediate results. You may be tempted to look for instant confirmation, quick changes, visible rewards. If they do not appear right away, you might think you were wrong. You might start to wonder if you heard me at all. But my child, obedience is not proven by speed. It is proven by consistency. Trust the seed you planted. Growth often happens quietly before it becomes visible. I also want to warn you not to romanticize the past. There will be moments when the old comfort of staying still feels easier than the responsibility of moving forward. But remember how heavy that place was. Remember how restless your spirit felt. Remember the weight you carried when you were standing still and pretending it was peace. Do not go back to what I already delivered you from. Just because it feels familiar, momentum matters. Small, faithful steps taken daily will protect what you just started. Do not abandon prayer now. Do not stop listening now. Do not disconnect from me now. This is when staying close matters most. This warning is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to guard you. I am a loving father, and I protect what my children step into. I correct you because I care about where you are going. You are not walking into this alone, but you are responsible for what you choose to agree with. So choose me again. Choose trust again. Choose forward again. If doubt rises, bring it to me, not away from me. I am not disappointed in you. I am invested in you. Now I want to ask you to pause here for a moment. What is the fear that still tries to speak the loudest in your life right now? Write it in the comments. Name it. Because the moment you bring it into the light, it begins to lose its power over you. And I am already working on it. Stay aligned, my child. Do not turn back. What is ahead requires the courage you just discovered, and I will continue to strengthen you as long as you keep walking with me. My child, I want you to breathe for a moment and receive this truth. You are not who you were before you took that step. Something has changed inside you, even if the world around you still looks the same. Courage has been awakened, and once it wakes, it does not disappear. It grows when you choose to keep walking. I know you may still feel fragile. I know there are moments when you wonder if you truly have what it takes to continue. But strength is not the absence of weakness. Strength is choosing me again in the middle of it. And that is exactly what you are doing. Every time you resist the urge to quit, every time you remind yourself why you moved, you are becoming stronger than you realize. Do not underestimate the power of consistency. You do not need to make grand moves every day. You only need to remain faithful in the small ones. I am with you in each quiet decision, each unseen effort, each choice to trust me when no one is applauding. These moments are shaping you more than you know. When fatigue tries to settle in, remember this: you are allowed to rest. But you are not meant to retreat. Rest in me, not in old patterns. Lean on me when you feel tired, confused, or unsure. I do not expect you to carry this alone. I never did. You may look at others and think they are stronger, faster, more confident than you. But comparison will only steal the joy of your own growth. I am not building you to look like anyone else. I am building you to become who I designed you to be. Your pace is not a problem. Your process is not a mistake. I am strengthening you from the inside out. Even on days when you feel weak, I am reinforcing your foundation. Even when you doubt yourself, I am steady. You are learning to rely on me instead of your own understanding, and that reliance will sustain you when emotions rise and fall, when circumstances shift, when the path ahead looks unclear. Remember this, my child. The fact that you moved proves that fear no longer has the final word. It may still speak, but it does not lead. You are learning to hear my voice above all others, and that is where true strength comes from. I am proud of you for continuing, even when it would be easier to stop. I am proud of you for not giving up on yourself. I am proud of you for trusting me enough to keep going. Let that settle into your heart, not as arrogance, but as assurance. You are not alone in this season. I am walking beside you, strengthening you with every step. When you feel unsure, lean into me. When you feel tired, rest in me. When you feel tempted to doubt, remember how far you have already come. Keep going, my child. You are stronger than you think, because I am with you. My child, I want you to do something right now before we continue. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, I want you to do it now. Not because a channel needs your follow, but because I am going to keep speaking to you. And I do not want you to miss a single word I have for your next steps. Subscribe now as an act of faith that says, I believe there is more ahead for me. There is. And I want you ready to receive it, my child. Now I want you to hear my promise. Not as a distant hope, but as a settled assurance. What you started in obedience, I will sustain with my faithfulness. You did not step forward alone, and you will not have to maintain this path by your own strength. I am involved in what concerns you, and I am committed to finishing what I allowed you to begin. I know you are wondering what comes next. You may be looking ahead, trying to predict outcomes, timelines, and results. I understand that desire for clarity, but listen to me gently. I do not reveal everything at once, because trust grows in stages. I give you light for the next step, not the entire road, and that light is enough. When you walk with me, I promise you this, your obedience will not be wasted. No moment of faith, no act of courage, no quiet surrender goes unnoticed by me. Even if progress feels slow, I am still moving. Even if doors do not open immediately, I am still preparing what you cannot yet see. Timing is part of my protection, not my delay. I also promise you peace. Not the kind that depends on circumstances, not the peace that comes and goes with your feelings, but the kind that settles your heart, even when answers are still forming, even when the outcome is still unknown. As you continue to choose me, you will notice a steady calm replacing the anxiety that once controlled you. That peace is a sign. It is a sign that you are aligned with me. Trust me with the process. You do not need to force outcomes or rush results. What I am building in you is just as important as what I am bringing to you. Patience is not punishment. It is preparation. I am shaping your character so you can carry what is coming, without fear, without pride, without collapse. And I want you to understand something about what is being prepared for you. There are things ahead of you that your current self would not have been able to hold. The version of you that was stuck, the version that was afraid to move, that version would have been overwhelmed by what I am bringing. But the version of you that just stepped forward, the version that chose faith when fear was still loud, that is the version I have been preparing to receive what is coming. You needed this growth, not to slow you down, but to make sure you could carry the weight of what I have prepared. So do not look at the waiting as wasted time. Look at it as the very thing that made you ready. I want you to know this clearly. You did not move too late. You moved on time. The season you are entering now required the growth you just completed. If you had stepped forward earlier, it would have overwhelmed you. If you had waited longer, you would have remained restless. My timing is precise, even when it feels mysterious. I am also assuring you of my presence. When you feel unsure, I will guide you. When you feel weak, I will strengthen you. When you feel alone, I will remind you that I am near. You do not need to strive to keep me close. I am already with you, Hold on to my promises, my child. Let them anchor you when emotions rise and fall. Let them quiet your mind when doubt tries to speak again. I am faithful, and I do not change my mind about those I call forward. Continue to trust me. Continue to walk with me. What I have begun in you will unfold with purpose, peace, and grace. You are safe in my hands, and what lies ahead will be revealed step by step, exactly when you need it. My child, now we come to a moment that requires your response. Not tomorrow, not when you feel more confident. Now, what I am asking of you is not perfection. It is decision. Faith is not proven by what you feel. It is proven by what you choose, and today you must choose again. You already took a step, and I am pleased with you for that. But obedience is not a single moment. It is a posture of the heart. I am inviting you to remain open, willing, and attentive to me. Not as a one-time act of courage, but as a new way of living. A life where you consult me daily, where you trust me in the small things and in the large ones, where you move with me, not ahead of me, and not behind me. I know part of you still wants reassurance before every decision. You want to be certain you heard me correctly. You want to know that nothing will go wrong, but my child, certainty is not where faith grows. Faith grows when you trust my character, even when the outcome is still unknown. I am asking you to place your confidence not in results, but in me. Pray even when you feel unsure. Act even when your voice shakes. Continue even when progress feels slow. These choices are not small. They are shaping your future and strengthening your spirit. Each time you choose me, you weaken the hold fear once had over you. I also want you to release the need to control every detail. Control feels safe, but it will exhaust you. Trust feels risky, but it will free you. I am not asking you to be careless. I am asking you to be surrendered. Bring me your plans, your worries, your hopes, and let me guide you step by step. This is also a moment to guard your heart. Be mindful of what you allow to influence you, what you listen to, what you dwell on, what you speak over yourself. All of it matters. Choose words that align with truth, not fear. Choose thoughts that build faith, not doubt. You are responsible for what you agree with. I am calling you to consistency, not intensity. You do not need emotional highs to stay faithful. You need quiet commitment. Stay connected, keep walking. There will be days when obedience feels natural, and days when it feels heavy. I will be with you in both. Let this be the season where you stop negotiating with fear. Stop waiting for permission from people. Stop shrinking back when you feel exposed. You are not walking blindly. You are walking with me. And when you walk with me, you are never alone. So choose me again right now. Choose trust over worry. Choose movement over delay. Choose prayer over panic. This decision will anchor you when emotions fluctuate and circumstances change. I am ready to lead you forward, my child. The question is not whether I am with you. I am. The question is whether you will keep choosing me, and I believe you will. My child, come close and let your heart become still. I am not asking you to run right now. I am not asking you to prove anything. I am asking you to receive what I am pouring into you in this moment. Peace that does not depend on what you see yet. You have carried so much pressure, so many thoughts. So many questions that kept you awake at night. And I am telling you right now, you can lay that weight down. You can place it in my hands, and it will be safe there. You are safe with me. You heard me speak strongly today because I wanted to mark this moment in your spirit. You shocked me. Not because I expected you to fail, but because you finally believed me enough to move. You finally stopped waiting for perfect feelings. You finally stopped letting fear make the decisions. And I want you to carry this truth with you, long after this message ends. I do not measure you the way people measure you. I look at your heart. I honor the surrender you gave when no one else was watching. Now let this settle gently inside you. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. I have been with you in the hidden places, and I will be with you in the open doors. The same hand that strengthened you to take the first step will steady you for every step that follows. You do not have to carry the future all at once. I will guide you one step at a time, and I will not confuse you. My voice brings clarity. My presence brings calm. I know you may still have unanswered questions. I know you may still wonder how everything will unfold. But hear me, my child. Unknown does not mean unsafe. It simply means you are being invited to trust me deeper than your own understanding. I am not leading you into anxiety. I am leading you into maturity, and maturity feels quiet. It feels steady. It feels like peace returning to places that used to be tense, so breathe. Let your shoulders relax. Let your mind stop racing. I am already working ahead of you. I am arranging what you cannot arrange. I am softening what you cannot soften. I am opening what you cannot force open. Your job is not to panic. Your job is to stay close to me. When doubt tries to visit again, do not argue with it alone. Bring it to me. When you feel tired, rest with me, not away from me. When you feel tempted to shrink back, remember how heavy it was to stay stuck. You are not going back because I am bringing you forward. And you will not be alone on this path. My child, I want to leave you with one final truth before I release you into the next step. What you carry now is different from what you carried before. Before, you carried questions and called it wisdom. You carried hesitation and called it discernment. You carried fear and called it patience. But now you carry something else. You carry proof that you can move, proof that when my voice calls, your heart is capable of answering. That proof belongs to you now. No one can take it from you. The next time fear speaks, you will remember this day. You will remember the moment you chose forward. And that memory will be the very thing that carries you through. This is how I build my children, not in one grand moment, but in 1,000 quiet ones, layered one on top of another, until the life I designed for you begins to take shape. You are in the middle of that process right now. Do not despise it. Receive it. Every quiet step you take from this moment forward is a brick being laid, a foundation being set, a life being built, not by your strength alone, but by mine working through your willingness. That is enough. You are enough. Now go forward, my child. Carry this peace with you. My child, if this message has spoken to you today, I want you to respond with faith right now. Like this video as a simple act of agreement between your heart and mine. Comment below and tell me, what is the one thing you are choosing to trust me with? Starting today, write it, declare it, because faith spoken out loud becomes an anchor that holds you even on the hardest days. Share this with 3 people you love, because I am calling more of my children out of delay and into courage. And someone in your life is waiting for exactly these words. Come now with peace, lift your head, keep walking with me. What you began today is only the beginning, and I will finish what I started in you.